Good morning, children. Welcome to your English literature class. The topic for our today's tutorial is Act 1, Scene 3, lines 86 to 132. So, children, the objectives of this video are, by the end of this video, you will be able to explain the meanings of difficult words according to the context. Tell some of the references that we have read in the text. Answer the related questions. So children, in the previous video, we have already read that Antonio, on hearing Jacob and Uncle Laban's story from the Bible, says to Shylock that business venture, which Shylock is referring to, happened because God made it happen like that. Jacob didn't have any control over what happened. He further asks Shylock if he is referring to that story to prove that charging interest makes sense, and if his interest payments are like Jacob's rams in use. Shylock replies to Antonio by saying that he can hardly say if he is making money multiply as fast as rams or ewes. He further tells Antonio to listen to him. Now children, open your Merchant of Venice textbook at page number 26. So children, now we will read lines 86 to 94. Antonio. Mark you this, Bassanio. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul, producing holy witness, is like a villain with a smiling cheek, a goodly apple rotten at the heart. Oh, what a goodly outside falsehood hath! So children, let's read the word meanings. Mark you this means listen to this. Cite means quote. Holy witness means holy arguments. Goodly outside means a fair outside appearance. So children, let us read the literary device used here. Simile. It is a literary device which is used to compare two objects using as or like. Like a villain with a smiling cheek. So here an evil person producing holy arguments is compared to a villain with a smiling cheek. So children, now we will read the reference to context. Line number 87, the devil till purpose. This has become a well-known quotation in the English language. It arises in the first place from another incident described in the Bible, where the devil tempts Christ and supports his temptations by craftily used quotations and allusions from the divine law. In line number 90, a goodly apple. An apple which has an outward appearance of goodness. In line number 91, goodly outside. A fair outward appearance. So children, Antonio tells Bassanio to watch out that the devil can quote Holy Bible for his own selfish purpose. An evil man putting forth holy arguments is like a villain with a smiling face and like an apple which is attractive but is rotten from inside. He also says that falsehood has a very attractive appearance. Now children, we will read the gist of these lines. Antonio tells Bassanio to listen to him and take note of the thing that the devil can quote anything from the Bible to justify his purpose. He further says that a bad man who produces holy arguments is like a villain with a smiling face and like an attractive apple which is rotten from inside. He further says that what an attractive external appearance falsehood has. Shylock. 3,000 ducats, 'tis a good round sum. 3 months from 12? Then let me see the rate. Antonio. Well, Shylock, shall we be beholding to you? So children, beholding means obliged. Shylock says 3,000 ducats is a nice even sum, but Antonio only requires it for 3 months and not 12 months. Shylock wishes to see the interest rate to be charged. Shylock, on knowing the sum of 3,000 ducats, says that it is a big sum. He further says that Antonio has to take the money only for 3 months out of 12. Shylock here wishes to see the rate of interest. Antonio then questions Shylock if he would oblige them. Now children, let us read lines 95 to 102. Shylock. Signor Antonio, many a time and oft, in the Rialto, you have rated me, about my moneys and my usences. Still have I bore it with a patient shrug. For sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spit upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. So children, Signor means sir, oft means often. Rialto means the Venetian Stock Exchange. Rated means abused. Usences means interests. Shrug means shrugged my shoulder. Sufferance means long suffering. Badge means characteristic. Our tribe means Jews. Misbeliever means non-believer. Cutthroat means merciless. Gabardine means a long loose cloak. So children, Antonio asks Shylock if he is going to give them the loan and oblige them. Shylock tells Antonio that he has often insulted him and his money-lending practices in the Rialto, the Venetian Stock Exchange. He has always shrugged his shoulders and put up with it because Jews are patient. He called him a non-believer, a merciless dog, and spits on his Jewish long robe. And all this because he uses his own money to make a profit. Now children, let us read the gist of these lines. Shylock here tells Antonio that he has often abused him in the Venetian Stock Exchange, that is Rialto, for his money and money lending practices. Shylock further says that he has always shrugged his shoulders and suffered it patiently, for patience is the characteristic of his Jewish race. Shylock then says that Antonio calls him a non-believer and a merciless dog, and spits on his long Jewish robe, all because he puts to use that is which is his own and earns out of it. Now children, let us read lines 103 to 110. Well then, it now appears you need my help. Go to, then you come to me, and you say, Shylock, we would have moneys, you say so. You, that did void your rheum upon my beard, and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur. Over your threshold, money is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? So children, go to means very well. Would have monies means want some money. Void your rheum means cast your spit. Foot means kick. Stranger cur means stray dog. Suit means request. Hath a dog money means has a dog any money? So children, Shylock says that now Antonio comes to him and tells him that they need money. Shylock taunts Antonio that he has the courage to ask for money even though he spat on Shylock's beard and kicked him like a stray dog out of his front door, and now he is asking him for money. Shylock asks Antonio what should he tell him. Shouldn't he ask him if a dog has any money? So children, let us read the gist of these lines. Shylock says that now it appears to him that Antonio needs his help. He further taunts that he has come to him and says that he wants some money. Shylock tells Antonio that he has spat on his beard and kicked him as he would kick a stray dog out of his house. And now he has come with a request for money. What should he tell him now? Should he not ask him if a dog has any money? Children, now let us read lines 111 to 118. Is it possible? A cur can lend 3,000 ducats, or shall I bend low and in a bondman's key, with bated breath and whispering humbleness, say this: Fair sir, you spit on me on Wednesday last. You spurned me such a day another time. You called me dog, and for these courtesies I lend you this much moneys. Now children, note down the meanings of these difficult words. Cur means dog. In a bondman's key means in a gentle manner. Bated breath means anxiously. Whispering humbleness means in a low humble voice. Fair sir means good sir. Spurned means pushed. Courtesies means politeness. Shylock further says, if it is possible for a dog to lend 3,000 ducats, or should he bend down low and in a humble tone tell Antonio last Wednesday he spat on him. He also insulted him on this day, and another time he called him a dog. He asks Antonio sarcastically if, for all these courtesies showed by Antonio, should he lend him this much money? Now, children, let us read the gist of these lines. Shylock asks Antonio if it is possible for a dog to lend them 3,000 ducats. He further asks if he should bow low and in a humble and submissive voice tell Antonio respectfully that he has spat on him last Wednesday and pushed him out of his way. Another day, he had also called him a dog. He further asks him if, for all these acts, Shylock should lend Antonio what he wants. Now, children, let us read lines 119 to 126. Antonio, I am as like to call thee so again, to spit on thee again, to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not, as to thy friends, for when did friendship take a breed for barren metal of his friend? But lend it rather to thine enemy, who, if he break, thou mayst with better face exact the penalty. So, children, thee means you. To spurn means push you aside. Thy means your. A breed for barren metal means a sterile metal. Here, interest. Break means fails to pay. Thou mayst means you may. Antonio replies he is going to call him a dog again, and spit on him again, and push him aside again too. Antonio further tells Shylock that if he wants to lend them this money, he should not lend him money as friend, as friends never charge interest. Shylock should instead lend it to him as he is lending money to his enemy. Antonio further says to Shylock that if he breaks the bond, then Shylock may take the forfeiture of the bond. Now, children, let us read the gist of these lines. Antonio here replies to Shylock and tells him that he is likely to call him the same again, to spit on him and to push him aside again. He further says that if Shylock lends Antonio money, he should not lend it as he would do to a friend, because a friend would never lend money in order to make a financial profit. Antonio then tells Shylock to lend him the money as if he was his enemy, because if Antonio fails to pay back the money as mentioned in the contract, then Shylock may exact the penalty from him. Now, children, let us read lines 127 to 132. Shylock, why, look you, how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present wants and take no doit of you since for my monies, and you'll not hear me. This is kind I offer. So, children, why means well. Look you means now look at you. How you storm means lose your temper. The shames means shameful things. Stained means disgraced. Wants means needs. Doit means a small copper coin. Usance means interest. You'll not hear me means you don't listen to me. Kind means kindness. Shylock tells Antonio to look at himself how he is getting angry. Shylock tells Antonio to look at himself how he is getting angry. He further tells Antonio that he wants to be friends with him and forget all the times he has embarrassed and humiliated him. He wants to give him what he needs and not charge a penny of interest. But Antonio is not listening to him. He further tells Antonio that he is making a kind offer. So, children, let us read the gist of these lines. Shylock here tells Antonio to look at himself how he is losing his temper. He further says that he would like to have his friendship and love, and he wants to forget the shameful things Antonio has done to disgrace him. He will give Antonio what he has asked for, without taking a small interest on his money. But Antonio does not listen to him. It is kindness that he offers him. Shylock clearly says that this is the kindness that he offers to Antonio. So, children, this is the end of our today's lesson. Do the homework given in your SNAP homework. Thank you.